I convinced my entire apartment building. There's a ghost, but it's just my Roomba. So I'm writing this from my car because I've been effectively evicted by my own lie, and honestly, I deserve this. It started 6 months ago when I bought a Roomba, not just any Roomba, a refurbished one I got for $80 on Facebook Marketplace from a guy named Derek who definitely didn't steal it. It came with a suspicious amount of cat hair despite Derek claiming he was allergic to cats. But that's Derek's story to tell. The Roomba worked great for about 2 days, then it developed what I can only describe as a personality disorder. This thing would activate at 3 a.m. every single night. I'd wake up to this demonic whirring sound as it bumped into walls like a drunk person looking for the bathroom. I tried everything, reset it, changed the schedule, even threw away the app. Nothing worked. This possessed vacuum had decided that 3 a.m. was prime cleaning time, and who was I to argue with the $80 robot's life choices? Here's where I screwed up. My downstairs neighbor, Margaret, knocked on my door one morning. "I'm hearing things at night," she said, looking genuinely spooked. "Bumping, scratching, like someone or something is moving around." Now, a normal person would say, "Oh, that's just my Roomba. Sorry about that." I am not a normal person. Instead, I got this absolute galaxy brain idea that I could use this to my advantage. You see, my apartment building is loud. There's Chad in for B who practices electric guitar at 2 p.m. during my work calls. There's the couple in 3C whose exercise routine shakes my ceiling fan. There's whoever keeps stealing my Amazon packages. So I looked Margaret dead in the eye and whispered, "You hear it too?" The look of validation on her face was intoxicating. I didn't want to say anything. I continued, "But ever since I moved in, I've felt watched." Margaret gasped. "My grandmother always said this building was constructed on an old boarding house where a janitor died in the 1950s. Was it? Probably not. Did I care? Absolutely not." Within a week, I had strategically mentioned the noises to 3 other neighbors. I'd leave my apartment at random times looking shaken. I'd pause in the hallway and say things like, "Did you feel that cold spot?" The Roomba, bless its chaotic little motor, kept doing its 3 a.m. runs, perfectly punctuating my ghost narrative. Then it escalated. Someone created a Facebook group called Pinewood Apartments Paranormal Activity. They were documenting everything. Margaret posted a blurry photo of my Roomba's sensor light under my door claiming it was an orb. Chad from Forby uploaded a video of the Roomba bumping into the wall, calling it intelligent knocking patterns. I should have stopped. I really should have. But the building had become so quiet, so respectful. People whispered in hallways. Chad stopped playing guitar after 8 p.m. out of respect for the spirits. Package theft stopped because people were too scared to linger in the lobby. I had accidentally created the most peaceful living situation in apartment history, and all it cost was one lie and a malfunctioning robot vacuum. Month 3. Things got weird. Someone hired a psychic. The actual psychic medium showed up. This lady named Crystal with more scarves than a Stevie Nicks concert. I came home to find her in our hallway, burning sage and talking to my doorframe. "There's a presence here," she announced to the crowd of neighbors. "Something restless, something that cleans." I nearly choked on my own spit. "Yes," Margaret shouted. "We hear it organizing things at night." Crystal closed her eyes. "It's the spirit of someone who died with unfinished business, probably cleaning related business. I kid you not. Someone suggested we hold a ghost circle to help the spirit move on." I attended my own Roomba's ghost circle. We all sat in a circle in the lobby while Crystal tried to communicate with the cleaning spirit. My Roomba was upstairs, charging, completely unaware it had become a local cryptid. "Spirit," Crystal intoned, "what is your unfinished business?" At that exact moment, my Roomba's app notification went off. My phone on full volume like an idiot announced, "Cleaning cycle beginning." I played it off as a phone game notification, but Crystal's eyes snapped open. It's trying to communicate through technology. This is when I knew I was into deep. Month 5. The news crew. A local news crew showed up because our Facebook group had gone viral. Some paranormal enthusiast blog picked up Margaret's orb photo. They wanted to do a segment on the cleaning ghost of Pinewood Apartments. I hid in my apartment while they interviewed my neighbors. Chad claimed the ghost had improved his guitar playing through spiritual guidance. The couple in 3C said their relationship had strengthened through shared supernatural experiences. Margaret told a story about how she'd left out cookies one night and found crumbs in the morning, which she attributed to the ghost. It was definitely me. I ate those cookies. They were chocolate chip and I have no regrets. The news segment aired. We trended on local Twitter. A paranormal investigation team requested access to the building. That's when the landlord got involved. Mr. Henderson called a mandatory building meeting. He looked exhausted. "This ghost thing," he said, "is affecting property values. We need to address it." "You can't evict a ghost," Margaret shouted. "I'm not trying to evict a ghost, Margaret, because there is no ghost." The room erupted. People were offended. How dare he dismiss their experiences? I sat there, silent, watching my beautiful lie crumble. "Fine," Henderson sighed. "We'll do an investigation. Professional equipment. We'll prove there's nothing here." They set up cameras, readers, the whole ghost hunting shebang. And my Roomba, that beautiful, stupid, chaos agent, activated at 3 a.m. like clockwork. The investigators lost their minds. They caught it on camera, this glowing sensor light, moving independently, making intelligent movements bumping into the same wall 17 times. "This is incredible evidence," they declared. Henderson looked like he'd aged 10 years. Here's the twist I didn't see coming. my Roomba became famous. The investigation footage went viral, actually viral. Like, millions of views, news outlets picked it up, memes were made. Someone created a TikTok account called Ghostba with clips set to spooky music. My apartment building became a tourist destination. People showed up taking selfies outside. Someone sold t-shirts. Henderson's property values didn't drop. They skyrocketed. He started charging $200 extra per month, marketing units as paranormally active. And me? I couldn't say anything. How do you admit that the internationally famous ghost is just a broken vacuum cleaner you bought from Derek? I tried to stop the Roomba, threw it away. It somehow ended up back in my apartment. The package thief returned it, thinking they'd been cursed. Donated it. Someone returned it to me saying, I think this belongs to the building ghost. The Roomba has become unkillable. Last week, a paranormal documentary crew offered Henderson $50,000 to film in the building for a month. This morning, I got my new lease renewal, $600 more per month because of the unique historical and paranormal significance of the property. I'm in my car because I can't afford to live in the apartment building that I myself made famous with a $80 lie. Margaret just texted me. Isn't it wonderful how the ghost brought us all together? The Roomba is still up there, cleaning at 3 a.m., living its best life as an international paranormal sensation. And I'm here, homeless, defeated by my own discount vacuum cleaner. Derek, if you're reading this, I hope your cat hair robot vacuum was worth destroying my entire life. Henderson just called. Apparently Netflix wants to do a series. I hate everything.